Peace to the universal family. My name is Clarkson, and today we're going to be making a video about the art of experience. And this thought dawned on me a few days ago, and I just had to make it, and I was just thinking about the concept, like, whoa, that's deep. So, got to go into that one. Before we get started, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And you know how we do these videos. We break down the definition of the word, and we break down the pros and cons of said word, and then the conclusion at the end. So, without further ado, we're not going to cut no chases. We're just going to get straight to it. Actually, we're going to be cutting chases because we're going to get straight to the video. And so let's get it. Before we start today's video, I would like to give a big thanks to our sponsors, the Clarkson Podcast. On this podcast, they talk about entertainment, business, spirituality, and more. So make sure you go check them out. They drop new episodes every week on Spotify. So tap in. Okay, so today's video is about the art of experience. So let's go into the definition of experience. Okay, what is experience? All right, so we're going to go into a few different definitions of it. We got practical contact with an observation or facts of evidence or evidence. So facts or evidence. Okay. So, for example, he had already learned his lesson by painful experience. So we can tell by that is basically means experience could mean past tense, which basically means before, right? So the knowledge or skill acquired, this is past tense, by experience over a period of time, especially something that gained in a particular profession by someone at work. Okay, so this is past knowledge that you have experienced, which is experience. Okay, and then we got encounter or undergo an event or occurrence. So experience goes into everything. What you see, hear, touch, smell, all that is considered experience. Okay, so for example, the company is experiencing difficulties. So, and when we go into that right there, that would be something that's constantly happening but it can't be considered experience unless it already happened prior. So for example, you guys just experienced me explaining the definition of experience. All right, let's not get lost here, but that's what just happened. Okay, a few seconds ago. So you have experienced that, and that is the definition of experience. All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's go into the breakdown of it. Okay, so I got my notes here, but I'm gonna just free float a little bit. Keep it interesting because I don't like to be reading all the scripts too much. It gets annoying. But what we got? So we got a breakdown. Experience is everything, as I just said. What we see, what we do, everything that we do in our life is cultivated into experience because that's what we've done. That's what we've experienced. Okay, so we got, for example, before I made this video, I watched a particular lecture to experience more things in order for me to better inform you guys about the subject. Okay, so I didn't just make it out of the blue. I thought about it, made my notes, watched a few videos on different paradigms of experience and how they break it down to where, okay, if you have this type of experience, you do this. So I was like, okay, that was giving me a better informed decision on how I want to break down this video, right? But I had to make sure I experienced that first because I want you guys to have the best explanation of experience coming from me, right? So that's what I did. So I made sure I experienced that so you guys could have a better experience. All right? Yeah. Some more breakdowns of this one is you are all of your experiences compounded together. That's what makes you who you are. So I am not who I am if not for the experiences that I had. Okay, so everything that has ever happened to my life is compounded into all those experiences. And what's going on with my locks? Sorry, I don't know what's up with that. Everything that I've done up until now is all the experience that I've ever had. So I've experienced all of those things, which is the reason why I am who I am. Okay. The reason why I want to learn more and the things that I do is because of the things I experienced, things I've learned. Okay, so experience goes hand in hand with knowledge and also just other people's experiences colliding with yours. That's all wrapped into experience because it's all, what I'm saying? It's all what you are expressing, basically, and what you've expressed. Because I believe experience from what I'm conveying to you guys, past tense. So 5 seconds ago, you guys experienced that because of what I experienced. It's like that. And so right now, if we're talking about in the now, right now we are experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So we're experiencing something right now. So that works. So what else we got? We have, and so for all the people, oh yeah, this is an analogy I want to make. You know, for people who don't want to tie themselves to experience, people who say, no, I'm more than my experience. I'm more than the things that I actually experienced. Well, the fact that you even came to that conclusion in your brain is because of the things that you experienced. So someone probably told you that, or you learned something, and you're like, you know what? I agree with that. And because of that experience that you had, you've come to the realization that I'm more than my experience. So it's still, you know what I'm saying, because of the experience you had. Because if you never had that experience, you wouldn't think like that. You see what I'm saying? So I only think how I think because of the experiences that I had. So it's all tied together. Experience is everything. All right. So, and so that's basically what I was trying to convey here is experience is just a prior programming of everything you've seen, touched, taste, heard, everything. It's all prior programming. All right. And I'll go into more breakdowns within the video of the pros and cons because it's usually how I like doing. I like to just jump around. I don't like doing too uniformed order because that's just not how I like to just free flow it. But we're gonna get into the pros right now. All right. So we got you have the pros of experience is you have a reference of something to go by. Okay. So you have like almost like a book. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the book and be like, okay, boom. So since this says this, then I can do this or I can't do this. But we're gonna focus on the pros right now. All right. So I like to trail off, but we're gonna focus on the pros. So you have a reference to something to go by, which is great. Everyone wants something to grab, to conceptualize why they did something, right? So that's what experience gives you. Okay, it's like a guide to follow, almost like a mentor. So if somebody tells you to do something, you do it, boom, that person mentored you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we all subconsciously do when it comes to experience. You know, everything we do. The reason why we drink water is because we used to drink water, and it's in our mind. So we experience that, so we do it again. So experience is like that constant, you know what I'm saying, reminder and book of reference to follow. All right. And another pro is you're able to make more informed decisions of something better than someone else with less experience. If I had more experience in this area than you did, I'm able to come up with a more informed decision on it. In a more practical sense when we're talking about things. If I have more experience than you, I can help you understand something better versus someone who has more or the same as me. It's just how it is. So experience is very important. And vice versa. We're gonna talk about that in the cons. All right. You're able to pull from the past to create your own future. Right. So that's something I try to do. Is I try to use my prior experience to know that I don't know everything. And since I know that, and since I've experienced that, I am always trying to improve. So that's a pro. Once you can identify that everything you do is because of prior experience, you learn to always search for more things to be experienced. Therefore, you're always experiencing new things and you're never trapped in a bubble. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be trapped. And so with that being said, we're going to go into the cons of experience, right? So the cons of experience is you can get stuck in your own matrix or paradigm because of prior experience. Okay. So you probably could have learned something back in the day that told you not to do this thing, right? And because of that experience that you had that other people didn't, you didn't do that. So that could be either good or bad, but the reason why it's a con is because it's very limiting, okay? It's limiting to a point to where you will not search for certain things within the world and not choose to learn things because of your prior experience of something similar. And you're just gonna assume that everything is like that future experience. So therefore you miss out on the experience, right? Because of prior experience, which is very bad. And you should not always assume that the future is going to be just like the past, okay? Because that's a very limiting mindset. You don't want to have that limiting mindset. That's a con of experience, because you had that prior experience. Now you don't want to experience anything new, which is bad. You don't want to be stuck in the past, all right? And I can't really think of anything too deep into the cons of experience. It's just don't get stuck. That's the only thing I can really think of. Is don't get stuck in this paradigm of thought to where you think that there's nothing that you can't learn. You see what I'm saying? You gotta always be able to learn new things, experience new things, even if you're not comfortable with them. It's important for you to experience new things to make more informed decisions. You know what I'm saying? So, and obviously you don't have to experience everything in the world, but sometimes it's good to experience things even from other people. Like if you, let's say you were interested in something, like right, for me, right? If I'm interested in drinking this new vegan smoothie, but I'm not sure I want to do it, right? I'll talk about it and then try to experience it through someone else to get a better understanding of it, and then slowly, eventually, I'll experience it myself, right? To have a new understanding of it. But if I'm just closed off to it, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it, and then that's stopping me from experiencing the potential of that thing. So you don't ever want to be stuck in that paradigm of, oh, I already know about this, I experienced it. No, 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 no. You want to be open-minded. I talked about this in the previous video. Always be open-minded to new things. And so don't be stuck in your own paradigm because you know what you experienced. I know what I've been through, and then you stop. You don't ever want to be like that, okay? So those are the cons of experience. And then the conclusion, right? I know this video is quick, but it's coming out fast, you know what I'm saying? So the conclusion of this would be control what you experience. That is the most powerful thing you can do, is to control what you experience. Obviously, we cannot control everything because the world does what the world does, you know what I'm saying? But to the best of your ability, you want to be able to control what you experience, especially when it comes to positive things and things that you want to do to evolve. You want to consciously force yourself to experience new things in order to have a basically like a back catalog of things you can pull from, of things you can reference. So for example, let's say business, right? You don't know nothing about business. So you know that the people who know about business have already experienced multiple things when it comes to business. Like they already, made bank accounts, made money, lost money, all that stuff. So that with that collective experience, they are who they are, right? You want to be like them. So in order for you to do that, you have to go through your own experience when it comes to business and money to reach where you want to reach when it comes to the person that you look at, right? So you have to be able to go through that process, you know what I'm saying? So force yourself to learn about the things that they learned, go through the process, experience it, and after that experience, you're going to come to a new understanding, right? So if you can consciously control what you experience, you'll always keep evolving no matter what. You'll never stay stagnant, all right? And that's good. You don't want to stay stagnant. And that's going to make you limitless, basically. Make yourself limitless with constant evolution of experiences. That was what I was trying to convey. And that's what I try to do, because I'm noticing a lot of my flaws, right? And I'm saying, okay, if I can identify my flaws, I need to be able to counteract them by experiencing more things in those areas to, fix the flaws or divert them into and transform them and transmute them into positive things, not assets over liabilities. I know y'all probably heard that before, but that's the goal when it comes to experience. So control your experiences. That's basically it. I didn't want this video to be too long, even though if it is whatever. That's basically what I wanted to say about experiences. It's a really big topic. It's really broad because everything is experience. This video, everything. But I just wanted to kind of confine it to a more basic perspective of just what you want to do with experience. What are the pros and the cons? And once you got this down pat, everything you do in life will be a little simpler, right? Because that the reason why you're like this, whether it's good or bad, is because of your prior experience. So if you want to fix your current situation, you need to experience more to have something to pull from. Because if you only have negative things to pull from, you're going to be negative. Because that's all you have. That's all the reference you can pull from. So somebody's positive, you're not going to understand why, because you don't have that experience that they have. So, but if you want that, then you have to experience more. Experience the positive. Like study that positive person, or study that smart person, study that rich person, and see what they've experienced. Try to duplicate or mimic or mirror something similar to have a new experience and a new understanding, right? And basically just filling up your dictionary of more things to pull from. You know what I'm saying? The more you have, the more you experience, the more you can pull from in your mind and create your future that you want. All right. So don't be stuck in a bubble. Always try to experience more. That's basically it. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching. More videos coming soon. Catch y'all later. I'm Clarkson. I'm out. Peace.